Something I wasn't sure if it was going to happen has actually started happening, and that is the weirdness that's happening around Shannon Sharpe. So here's the thing. Shannon Sharpe created a space where he could have interviews. He likes to call them conversations, so I'll call them conversations. We can have conversations with people that we actually want to hear from. We actually want to hear their opinions. We want to hear their thoughts. We want to hear their experiences. We want to hear their stories. And so I think that is what made what he's doing so popular. I think one thing that Shannon is going to start experiencing, and he's starting to experience it already, are the people who are going to come in and try to bash what he's doing and try to make what he's doing not be as big of a deal than it actually is. But here is what I'm thinking. The people who are making Shannon Sharpe's interviews or conversations not be a big deal, I'm actually interested to see if those people have something to hide. Because as consumers of the interviews and as consumers of the information, quite frankly, I love that people have a space where they can go on there and talk about their experiences, where they can go on there and talk about their backgrounds. That's why I'm listening, because I don't know these people. Half these people I will never meet. Half these people I don't really care to meet. It's just interesting to hear about their background and where they've come from and their stories. It's also interesting to hear the people that they're talking about that have wronged them, or some of the things that have happened behind the scenes that we would never know about. And I think Shannon Sharpe giving those people a voice and giving them a space to speak is a threat to a lot of people who thought that they could treat certain people anyway and it never get out. And so I think what's going to start happening more and more is you're going to start having people that are trying to talk negatively about what Shannon Sharpe is doing, or trying to disdain his name, or making it seem like it's not that big of a deal. But it is a big deal. It's groundbreaking. People are watching. He's also garnering a lot of success. He's also garnering a lot of attention. And although, especially certain people don't like to admit it, they don't want to see him be successful. They don't want to see this do well. And it's almost like, as soon as somebody starts being successful and as soon as things start to get better for somebody, there's like a bullseye that like slowly moves onto them. And then we have to start threatening them. And then we have to take them down. And then we have to make sure they know where they're at. Then we have to it's the weirdest kind of thing. Here's how else this happens. Go look at any celebrity's Instagram account. The second they're just living their lives and doing their things and taking pictures of themselves, nobody really cares as much. You're still going to get people that are hating about their bodies and stuff, right? But the second that Kim Kardashian announces a partnership with the NBA, then everybody floods to her DM or to her comments, and they talk about how terrible she is. It's like when people get success, it's like the people that are miserable see success and they start to gravitate towards the successful person and try to do whatever they can to tear them down and make them feel the way that they feel. It's like misery loves company. It's so weird. And so I just wanted to say that I think Shannon Sharpe is going to start getting a lot of weirdness happening about him. We've heard for years now about, his partners and what he likes and all these things. I don't care about who he likes. I don't care who he's with. I don't care what Shannon Sharpe is doing. Bring us the interviews. Bring us the information. I want to hear information. I want to hear about these celebrities who act like they're so amazing. I want to hear about them. And also, let's start getting some music industry interviews in there. Let's start talking to people from the acting world. Like, let's hear all the dirt. And because it exists in all spaces. So I get that it started with comedians, and some comedians are like, oh, people are going to just start using Shannon Sharpe now to just go on there and just tell their stories and about their experiences. Good for those people. But let's not stop there. Let's get other people on there telling their stories. This isn't Shannon Sharpe's problem. This is the problem of the people who have mistreated the people who are going on the shows. It's like we're taking this and making this Shannon Sharpe's problem, but no, it's not Shannon Sharpe's problem. It's the problem of everybody who's treated the people that are going on there talking like crazy. And like Shannon Sharpe often says, I think Shannon and Ocho say, people miss the message because of the messenger. And people are seeing Shannon as the messenger. He's not the messenger. He's just the vehicle. He's just sitting there and allowing them to talk. And they have a lot to say. So just making this video as a reminder and a heads up to start paying attention to how people are going to start talking about Shannon Sharpe, how people are going to start coming for Shannon, and how they're going to try to downplay everything he's doing. They will start to downplay his guest. Listen to the way that they are going to start talking about the people that he has on his show and the people that he's interviewing. They will start to talk down on them. They will try to make it seem like it's not that big of a deal. Just pay attention to those people, because that is how they try to change the narratives and make it seem like what Shannon Sharpe is doing is not enlightening. They're going to try to make it seem like what Shannon Sharpe is doing is bad, because they've lost control. And when you lose control, that is what you do. You bash anything you can bash to try to gain your control back. So just pay attention. Shannon Sharpe will probably never see this video, but Shannon, if you see this video, keep doing what you're doing, keep having your conversations, and we will keep watching.